Hi students, so now we are going to start with your topic, that is the respiration process in case of the humans, and this is there from your chapter number 17, breathing and exchange of gases. So if we talk about the process of respiration, the process of respiration is having the following three main steps. The first one is breathing. That means the inflow of atmospheric air and release of carbon dioxide rich alveolar air. This process is called as the breathing. Second is the exchange of gases, so that occurs across the alveolar membrane as well as inside the tissues. So that comes under the category of your exchange of gases. And the third step is transport of gases, that is by the blood, how the different gases, that means carbon dioxide and oxygen, is being transported. So these are the three basic steps of the process of respiration in case of humans. So we are first going to discuss about the breathing. So in this video we are going to discuss about the process of breathing only. So breathing, we all know that, is an extracellular energy consuming and a physical process. It is occurring outside the cell. Energy is being consumed because when you are increasing your chest cavity or decreasing your chest cavity, so you are using some energy, and it is a physical process because here the gases are simply moving by the process of diffusion from higher concentration to lower concentration. So it involves the movements of thorax, expansion and deflation of the lungs. So we know that the thorax cavity as well as the lungs, they expand and contract to perform this process of breathing. Here the diaphragm and the external and internal intercostal muscles are involved in generating the pressure gradient. So as we said, there is a diffusion of gases, so definitely there is a pressure gradient. From the that higher pressure gradient, the air will move to the lower pressure gradient. So this pressure is being generated by diaphragm is there, and the external and the internal intercostal muscles. So the intercostal muscles are the muscles which are located within the ribs. So those which are on the outside are called as external, those which are on the inner side, they are called as internal intercostal muscles. So these muscles along with the diaphragm will help in generating the pressure gradient. The air moves from the higher pressure gradient to the lower pressure between the lungs and the atmosphere. Vice versa, it is sometimes from lungs to atmosphere and then from atmosphere to the lungs. So it mainly involves two steps, that is inspiration and expiration in case of breathing. So now we are going to start with the process of inspiration. So inspiration means during this case the air is moving in. So it means there is a low pressure inside the lungs as compared to the atmospheric pressure. Now we will understand how this condition will be generated in the body. So the pressure within the lungs is less than the atmospheric pressure, that is the negative pressure within the lungs with respect to the atmospheric pressure. Fine, definitely then only the air will be moving from higher pressure area to the lower pressure area. So during this process there is a contraction of the diaphragm. The diaphragm will contract and increase the volume of the thoracic chamber in anterior-posterior axis. This is important. It is increasing the volume of the thoracic chamber in anterior-posterior axis. You can look over here. So this is the diaphragm. As it is moving down, it is contracting. So it is increasing the volume in anterior-posterior axis. Along this axis, it is increasing the volume. Second is the contraction of the external intercostal muscles lift up the ribs and the sternum and increases the volume of the thoracic chamber in dorsoventral axis. So now in next case, as these are the ribs, so the external intercostal muscles present over here, they will pull it outward as well as the sternum. So it will increase the volume of the thoracic cavity in the dorsoventral direction. Fine. So now the contraction of the this we have done. Then increase in the thoracic volume result in increase in the pulmonary volume. Fine. So as the thoracic volume will increase, the pulmonary volume will also increase, and now the pressure inside the pulmonary chamber will decrease. So air will move from higher pressure area, that is from atmosphere towards the lungs. So that you can read over here. Increased pulmonary volume result in decrease in pulmonary pressure, then the atmospheric pressure, and then the air moves into the lungs. Fine. So this is the process of inspiration, just revising it quickly. The diaphragm is moving downward, increasing the area in anterior posterior direction. The ribs and the sternum is moving outward due to the that your external intercostal muscles increasing the volume in the in the dorsoventral direction. And now the thoracic chamber, this outside जो light pink color का shade दिखाया गया है, the volume of the thoracic chamber will increase. So the volume of lungs या pulmonary chamber will also increase, and now the pressure inside the lungs will decrease. So the air will move from higher pressure area, that is atmosphere, to the inside of the lungs. This is the process of inspiration. Now the process of expiration, when we are releasing the air out. So this is exactly reverse to the one which we have discussed over there. Here the diaphragm, which is dome shaped, which is coming back to its original position, here it is contracted, here it is relaxed and coming back to its original position. The ribs and the sternum will also be released, and they are being pulled inside by the internal intercostal muscles, and they are also coming to the normal position. So here you can see that this light pink color, the chamber of the thoracic chamber has decreased, the volume of thoracic chamber has decreased. You can compare the two. Here it is quite big, here it is quite small. As a result of that, the pulmonary volume will also decrease. You can compare, here it is quite big, here it is quite small. So the decrease in pulmonary volume increase the pressure of the gases over here. So now in this case the air will move from higher pressure to the lower pressure. Here the pressure is slightly above the atmospheric pressure, and now the gases are moving from the lungs to the atmosphere. So this is about the expiration. Just quickly revising that the intrapulmonary pressure is higher than the atmospheric pressure. So relaxation of diaphragm and sternum decreases the thoracic and the pulmonary volume. This leads to increase in the intrapulmonary pressure to slightly above the atmospheric pressure and causing the expulsion of the air from the lungs. So this is all about the process of inspiration and expiration. And now we can increase or decrease the strength of inspiration and expiration by additional efforts. We can, like हम जब प्राणायाम करते हैं तो हम बहुत डीप ब्रेथ भी ले सकते हैं और रिलीज भी कर सकते हैं. So this can be done by the additional muscles in the abdomen. Fine. On an average, a healthy human breathe 12 to 16 times per minute. Fine. And the volume of air involved in breathing can be estimated by the spirometer. So this is the picture of the spirometer, by which we can measure the volume of air which a person has breathed in or breathed out. So this is all about the process of breathing in case of humans.